My dear friends, the gospel today brings out two metaphors for us. And so in the first day, it says that do not store up treasures for yourself on earth. And the second one, it says that you must have good eyes. This gospel seemed to me to be directing us towards the management of our lives. How do we manage our lives? And our lives must be managed by those things that last. In other words, Jesus is pointing out to us that human beings tend to seek things that are temporary, that we spend our lives, we spend our day working, sweating, doing things for our achievement, for our well-being. He is not condemning that action. He wants us to be engaged in life. But he also wants us that while we are doing what we are doing, we must also see it as a way of presenting something that will last. So that is why St. Paul speaks about love lasts. When we serve in love. When we serve and we are disgruntled and we are unhappy and we are not pleased and we are always upset, something is wrong there. So St. Paul says, you have faith and you have hope. But out of all of that, love is what stands. Jesus telling us, he's saying to us in this gospel today, that what lasts, what remains for the living of our lives, not just here. So when you speak about the permanency of our lives and the management of our lives, has to do with now, today, but also eternity. And so he is pointing out to us how fleeting things can be. We know very well, we have seen people building big businesses and big houses, and within a twinkle of an eye, we see things going up in flames. We see things that we own, things that we have. We just lose them. Something happened. They have been theft, carried away, damaged by hurricane, by some disaster. Something happened. So he's saying, you keep working, you keep putting your energy in things that don't last, and you forget the things that really matters. What matters for us is serving God with our whole heart. And what we do in our serving, whether we are working our various jobs in the world, whatever it is, we must see it as a means of us engaging God in what we are doing. Because whatever we do for God will always be considered something permanent, something stable, something lasting. But Jesus even went a little further, and he says that, in order for you to do and to live the life that God wants you to live the life of value, he's saying that you must have eyes that you will see your way in order to live right. He is not just speaking about the physical eye. He is speaking, yes, we need our eyes to see and so on, but what about those who don't have eyes? They still have to live the Christian life. So everybody has to live for God. So you need an insight or a particular kind of sight which enables you to discern the proper things to do in the world. And Jesus is saying, if your eye does not see, then it means the eye is diseased. Our eyes become diseased when we spend our time and energy concentrating on the wrong thing. But he said something. When the light enters into your eyes, then you can see. What is that light? He is not speaking just about the sun or any other kind of artificial light. He is speaking about he himself as light. entering into your eyes, entering into our eyes, so that we will see deeply. we will be able to discern what He wants us to see, to live this life, a life that is managed by divine will. And that is what I think. So in sum, Jesus wants us not to go after things that are fleeting. It doesn't last. He's saying that we must go after those things that are last. It is only the value that God gave us that will last, and therefore we must work towards that at all times. And that in order for us to work towards that, we must have Him as our light. He is the light of the world. I am the light of the world. He is the one who directs our minds and our hearts to do God's will, and no one else and nothing else. Let us place our confidence in Jesus, the light, who will guide our every step, every day.